Yo, what is up everybody? I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another cryptocurrency market update. How's everybody's weekend going? I hope your Sunday is going awesome. I am doing well. Let me get a sound check, make sure you guys can hear me. But guys, if you like our content, please if you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice at all. Trading is super risky. Leverage trading is very risky, so trade at your own risk, you guys. If you are wanting access to the DCA trading tools that we're using, or you want access to the private signal channel, you need to join DCA Patreon, join my tier, Trading with the View. By doing so, you're going to get all the DCA custom trading tools that we are using. You're going to get access to the private signal channels where we got manual leverage trades, manual bots, and then we also have 6 bots that are spitting out trades all day long when I'm not. So if you want... Sweet. Appreciate you, brother. What up, some goblin? Mikkel. Sorry for the short notice of the video, so I wouldn't imagine too many people will be rolling in here. I know Red Panda's live right now, so but I appreciate you guys for coming. Where was I though? Oh, you're gonna get bot channels and all that good stuff, so definitely join the Patreon group. Trading with the View is my tier, and you're gonna get access to all that. I am trading over at Bybit, Phemex, and Pionex. Links for those will be in the description. You do get deposit bonuses with Bybit and Phemex, and right now Phemex is doing a bunch of trading competitions. The bigger the deposit, the bigger the bonus you're going to get, so you can trade for free. You don't have to leverage trade on Phemex, you can spot trade, so it's a win-win going over there and trading. No KYC over there, so super awesome. If you are into stocks, go to Firstrade, link for that is in the description. You will get a free stock just for signing up with 0 deposit, so definitely check that out. Huge shout out to HyperTrader. It's a trading terminal where I've been trading a lot of my alts. I hook up several exchanges through API, and they have ladder trading. They have all kinds of good ways to trade, like 3 Commas has smart trade, and you got Pionex with the bots. HyperTrader is like a mix of all that. And it's very cheap to use, so go check them out. Link for that is in the description. And happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Bitcoin's been making moves. I took a short scalp last night. Well, it was the day before I entered in a short, and now I'm sitting back. I was hoping we'd get all the way down to the 21-day MA. It does not look like it's going to happen, but I'm set up for the long position anyway if we do dip down there. Bitcoin, it is down 0.3% in the last week, up down 0.5% in the last 24 hours, coming in at $48,785. Ethereum is down 0.5% for the week, down 1.2% for the last 24, coming in at $3,206. Cardano still making moves. It's up 17.4% in the last week. $2.87, so it's definitely making some moves. Be watching for the cooldown on these coins, you guys. Be watching for the cooldown. Binance coin 6.8% up to $480. Holy shit. Tether looking pretty green right now. We know when the stables are green, everything else is red, vice versa. XRP is down 5.8%, coming in at $1.15. Dogecoin down 11%, 28 cents. Solana up 25.3 in the last week, coming in at $92.99. Man, am I kicking myself in the ass on that one. Should have held out longer. Uniswap down 6.2%. I'm holding a lot of Uni, coming in at $26. Litecoin down 3%, $174. Still holding a small amount of Litecoin. Chainlink $25. It's making moves. It's making moves. Let's go over here and look at this Ethereum chart that I drew on last week's video, and you guys can see here that I had a breakout pennant here. This is a breakout trade. This is how we trade these, and you can see why you would have been looking for the up move. We got a triple bottom, we got the bullish cross, but it did get the nice move. But right now, I showed you guys last week, we had this small bit of resistance over here to the left of the chart. You go over to the right of the chart and you extend that box, and you can see that we are validating and we are respecting that resistance zone perfectly. Remember, old support turns into new resistance on the right side of the chart. And I told you guys last week that we would probably have to fight and dick around here for a little bit and go sideways before we actually made the break to the upside. Right now we are following the trend line on Ethereum daily chart. This is a valid trend line, you guys. Remember that they are valid until we get a closing candle below the trend line. So it's, you know, if we do get the drop down to the trend line, it is possibly a good time to look for a long position. You got this support area right here. But we are back above the 21-day moving average, you can see, which is very good. Last night we did dip below it. If we would have closed below the 21-day moving average, it turns into resistance. So you guys have to be aware of that. Don't be trying to take a long if that thing closes under the 21. If it closes under the 21, that is now resistance. It'll probably come back up, test it, verify it, validate it as resistance before heading down to the next leg. If we do head down to the next leg, you're going to be looking for that $2,800 area on Ethereum. The support down here, and then you got support. This is old resistance. Old resistance turns into new support. So we can figure right around in the area. We'll go ahead and draw you a box in there so you guys can see. But probably right down in there like that, and it's lining right up with the 50-day moving average, and that's from 2,800 down to 2,678 area. So be paying attention and be ready for that. It's very possible that it's gonna do that if it closes below the 21-day. We still have 5 hours 19 minutes left in the daily closing candle. That would also mean we have 5 hours 19 minutes left in the weekly closing candle. We'll jump over to the weekly chart on Ethereum. Now Ethereum, here's our box of resistance, here's our box of support we just drew on there. There was our trend line we drew on the daily. It is still on the trend line. So working out pretty good. Looks very bullish. The oscillator saying that we still got tons of room to move up. We haven't even broke the 63 or the 60 area to even get up into the overbought area. So Ethereum is doing very good, very bullish still. Do expect a cool down. You probably could see it play out a nice pennant, nice breakout trade coming all the way down to this box of support. So very, very possible. Dang. What up, Hassan? Happy Sunday, my light-skinned brother. What up, Crypto Technology? How you doing, my man? Hell yeah. Called that Solana run-up and move from 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. That's awesome. That's awesome. What up, Golden Wolf? Crypto Technology, how is your helium mining going? Harmony 1. I actually hold some of it. We can go ahead and chart it. We'll chart the majors real quick, and then we'll definitely take a look at it for sure. Hell, guys, I don't know why I always forget to do this. Go to Doge Lord Apparel. Go to dogelord.com. Buy one of these badass shirts or the sweet Savage Mind coffee mug. Rest in peace, my brother. And you gotta have the Doge Lord coffee. You ain't got that, you ain't gonna have the right mindset to trade, you guys. I'm telling you. Makes you feel all warm inside. But since I just now remembered to talk about it, check this out. Don't delay, by today. Oh, I gotta get back over onto YouTube. Dang, 4 helium a day. That's freaking awesome, man. That is awesome. I have 2 running right now, and I'm lucky to get a half of one a month. Is that wrapped Bitcoin, Goblin? And I do have a CoinGecko account, but I don't have like my actual portfolios on it. So I think OX Bitcoin is wrapped Bitcoin, right? If you just put in the contract address into the chat there, I can look it up. Damn, 22 to come. Do you know my buddy Chris Costello? He is mining out of New York, and he's got over 100 units, I think, over there. Absolutely, I will do anything to make them better, because right now where I'm located, I'm the only 2 down here. The closest ones to me are 3 hours away, 2 hours away, something like that. Does this look right, Goblin? Absolutely, crypto technology. I appreciate that very much. Right now I'm just running stock antennas on them, and they're sitting in my front window. I could probably move them up higher, move them up to like the 2nd floor, or put them up in my attic and put them out the window there. And then I've been having problems with my dang kitty. My freaking kitty. She'll go behind and rip on the cords, and I'll come home and they'll be laying back behind the couch. Oh, it freaking makes me so mad. Absolutely. I appreciate that. In return for your help, I will give you some free trading tools to put on your chart. Goblin, if this is the right asset, then we'll take a look. Daily is not set up very bullish. We do have momentum falling out of it right now. Would definitely be looking for this area of the 200-day moving average at 1,000,2639. It is bullish that we did get a bullish crossover, but you can't say overall it's bullish on the daily. Definitely got good support in this area at 1,000,2163, but the weekly is looking bad as well. We did have the bearish crossover back here. So far we've been riding this trend line, just making lower lows. We are starting to head up though with this momentum wave. So if the momentum wave can keep going and we can keep the momentum, and we do have some long-legged candles here, and these long-legged candles are pretty bullish for the most part. It does mean that there is volume coming in. I'd like to see the 21 cross back above the 50-week moving average. That's going to be your big bullish sign that says, hey, maybe it's time to start buying this. A swing trading token. So if you're playing the swings, definitely be trading this thing on a daily chart, weekly chart. Monthly is even good as well. And it's making a nice pattern on a monthly. So you can draw it in like this. Draw it in. And kind of, that's valid. Wait till she breaks out of this pattern, Goblin. She breaks to the upside, buy it. If it breaks to the downside, sell it. Or if you can do a leverage trade, leverage it. Hey, that's a good idea. Cool, let's just make a video together or something. That is all payment I need so we can help the rest of the DCA community. That is a freaking fantastic idea. It looks like a heart attack, but is a swing trading paradise. That is great. And it's setting up really nice on a monthly chart. Now, if you go back to like a weekly, You could trade this on the weekly too. You could get rid of the very bottom line, and you could switch it up a little bit and kind of make the channel. This is like not a broadening channel. It's the opposite of that. It's closing in on itself. It's like a falling wedge is what you would call it. But this would be a perfect trade opportunity right here. Like I said, buy if it breaks the top of it, sell if it breaks the bottom of it. What up, Doge Lord? Ralph Cooper, nice to see you, brother. Only thing I sold a little of was Doge in 2021, holding over 100 more cryptos for the long run, going back to stacking gold and silver now and turning back into a hermit for a while. Hey, my friend, that's the way to do it. And that's the way to stack up the monies, especially if you're buying at all the key opportunities. When we have them real bad red days, them typical 20-30% drops, those are when you need to be DCA buying for your personal bag. A lot of my stuff that I'm holding in a personal bag, a lot of it's making interest or working in some type of way for passive income. But my trading accounts, it's kind of hard to do that. You know, obviously you want to be sitting in USDT or a stable when you're not trading. But I've been leverage trading a lot more lately, especially with the big drop. Once we dropped and it started looking bearish and I started shorting, that's the best time to trade in my opinion. Bear markets. It's easy to hit the short and then just let the asset pump all by itself, and then you're only looking for short opportunities. We'll go to regular Bitcoin. Get on to the daily. Now, I scalp traded a short. We had a double top, boom and boom right there on them two red candles. I had like 230% profit. I put my stop loss at 150% profit. So I ended up getting stopped out, but I was stopped out with 150% in the green. So it's a very good trade. I did not post it in the Patreon group for the Patreons to take the trade. A lot riskier when the charts are set up like this. Right now we were looking to take a long position. We were looking for it to test that 21 day right around $47,288, 47,300, right around in that area. Never quite made it down there. We still have 5 hours left for the daily and weekly candle close. As long as we can close above that 21, that 200, and that 50, we are looking good. We need this 50-day moving average to get back above the 200, the red line. Blue line has to get back above the red line. If that happens, that is considered a golden cross. That's when we are ready to trade daily chart again. That's when we're technically back in bull cycle. So keep a close eye on this. I am offering the DCA SMA crossover script for free. So if any of you guys do not have the script already, hit me up in the Discord, DM me, as I will not DM you, it says it right in my name, but DM me, Variant 8. I will get you set up with the script. We'll give it to you for free. I'll show you how to work it. This will get you started. If you're just learning, this is one of the most important tools that you need to have. It'll really, really help in making, the educated decisions. But yes, we did scalp trade the short there. Why I took that scalp trade short, you look left on the chart, we have all kinds of old resistance over here. That old resistance or old support is now resistance, and that was one of the reasons why I took it. Daily chart, that's a big area of support, so we know that that's going to take a little bit of time, a couple times of testing to actually break through it. And then the double top. With those two things put together, is why I took that trade. Now, scalp trade is when you're in and out in a very timely manner. To me, I consider a scalp trade under 24 hours. 24 hours to 48 hours is like the maximum time you want to be in a scalp trade. I like the graph. I like ZRX. Harmony 1 I'm holding. FTT, I think I've ran some bots on FTT and I've never heard of Audius, but we can definitely look at all those. I may have to ask you again what they are. so I don't have to scroll back in the chat, but we'll definitely look at some of those because I am holding some Harmony. Momentum wave, we did get 3 big waves. Boom, boom, boom. 3 big red dots. And you guys can see, I mean, it wasn't a significant drop. It doesn't look like it anyway. Daily chart is pretty, what up, Tanes? How are you, brother? Appreciate you coming. I'm still looking for that retest of the 47,400, 47,300 area for the buy long. Going over to the weekly on Bitcoin, still looks okay. We're still good, especially if we close above the 21-week moving average. The only thing I don't like here is that we do have the MAs converging towards each other. So if we do get this bearish crossover, be ready for them moves down. And this is a perfect example. I've been telling you guys, if you've been following me and you've been watching any of my videos, I have told you guys multiple times that these head and shoulder plays, there's your shoulder, there's your head, and there's your shoulder. Now, these are supposed to be bearish in a perfect world, okay? They go down. Stock market, Forex market, these play out 90% of the time the way they're supposed to. Crypto, not so much at all. I would say over 50% of the time when you see a head and shoulders, it does the complete opposite. We get a freaking humongous pump. And you guys see that here. We get our left shoulder, we got our head, we got our right shoulder, and we ended up pumping. We did not go to the downside like we should have. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. It was just something I wanted to point out to you. I've said it quite a few times, so don't think that because it's a head and shoulders it automatically goes down, because it doesn't. And we played right off the 50-week just like we should have. We should have been buying all down through here. Perfect example too why I put my buys below the moving average, because we normally wick down a bit below. So if you would have bought down there, you'd have done good. When this wick here came down and tested the 21-week, if you'd have bought on that one, you'd have done great again. I actually did post in the Patreon about this 21-week moving average and to buy. The 21-week here is sitting at 43,521, so small area of support, small area of resistance. So this resistance turned into support, this support turns into support to the right side. So we'll see what happens, if it'll hold. Like I said, guys, we got 5 hours. As long as we can stay above there, that's bullish. Then we just got to break through this area to get back into the all-time high. And it's very possible. It was very possible. Doge Lord, yes, I was counting on that down. Well, hopefully you got it back down here when we dropped to the 21. Hopefully you bought right around in there somewheres. We have a ton of room on the oscillator to go up, so we could see some big price movement here in the next few weeks, as long as everything stays the way it is right now. I'd still like to see the daily chart. I'd still like to see that golden cross happen with the 50 and 21. If that happens, if we can get there within the next week or so, I will be 100% full bull on Bitcoin again. Right now I'm kind of in between. I'm in a neutral zone where, you know, I'm very carefully picking my trades. Whether it's short or long, normally I'm looking at one or the other. I'm not doing both at the same time, but right now I'm doing both at the same time. I'm trying to play both sides of the field. I don't recommend doing that most of the time, because you'll lose money super quick if you're leverage trading. Now if you're spot trading, it's a little bit different. You're not going to lose that much money. Obviously Bitcoin will never go to zero, so I think you'll be good. We just got a huge Bitcoin whale purchase too. Hell yeah, you know how many he bought? And did it go to a wallet or did he put it on an exchange? Because that's where you got to be watching it, guys. If it gets put onto an exchange, they're selling that and you need to get out. Hang on one second, my kids are... Sorry about that. Show you guys the Bitcoin log growth chart. I'll look at it at the 1 month. Bring this oscillator down, reset the chart. Now, I like to look at this on BLX. If you guys are ever charting Bitcoin and you are looking at the higher time frames, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, chart it on BLX. Brave New Coin is the liquid index for Bitcoin. It's taking the info from anywhere that's trading Bitcoin. So the prices are a little bit better. Now, you cannot look at Bitcoin on lower time frames on BLX. You can only look at the daily and up. Stretch this baby way out. This is another indicator script that we have for the DCA Patreon. So once you join the Patreon tier, you will get all these tools. 25 bucks a month, you guys, pretty damn cheap for the oscillator, the power tool, which I don't have the power tool up, but you'll get all that stuff. Just for this down here, there's a very similar version to this, and it's over $1,000. Ridiculous, you guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. What up, Raven Sky? Appreciate you coming. You god dang right, Doge Lord. I will be at the Patreon live stream today, tonight, whenever it is. I am going to be there. Absolutely. I've missed the last two, I do believe, or the last one. I'll definitely be there tonight, though. So on this log growth chart, months ago, what in the hell, I did it again. We'll just exit off of that. So this log growth chart I've showed you guys, we were talking about this way before the bull cycle actually hit. This is what I was showing you guys to verify if we were in the bull run. If it was a textbook good way to bet the house, to go get a loan on your mortgage, refinance, whatever, you know what I mean. This is how you need to know if it's worth doing something like that. So we were back here looking. Okay, this was back in 2013. You guys can see that we break the middle line and we get to the top band, then boom, bear market. Now all these lines they are just Fibonacci lines. You got your top band, you got your median band, and you got your bottom band, and then all the little ones in between. The most important lines that you want to watch are your top, middle, and bottom. That's why I have them highlighted here. So when you get this script, when you turn it on, the bands should show up like this. But you can see back in 2013, as soon as we broke the middle band, we go up to the top band, and then it's bear market. And you guys see that we're not in bull cycle for very long. Once we break the middle band, that's when bull market is confirmed. You need a good 1 or 2 closing candles above that middle line before you go and start screaming to everybody that it's bull market time. And this is what we told the Patreons and everybody in our Discords. Simmer down a little bit. We need to wait until we got confirmation. And how do we do that? We respect the chart. We read what the chart says. I don't care what Dick, Tom, and Terry told you last week, that it was bull cycle and we were going to the moon and Bitcoin's $1 million. It does not work like that. I only tell you guys what I'm seeing in the chart. So we break the middle line to the top, bear market. We come over here, we break the middle line. We closed above it, but we didn't get that second closing candle. You want to see at least, like I said, 1 to 2 closing above it. We didn't get it, so that was our fake out. Boom, we did get above it here, and we ended up shooting straight up to the top band. No matter what, in every single bull market in Bitcoin's history, using this indicator, every time we hit that top band, the bull market cycle is over. It is bear market. So if you have this indicator and you see that we hit the top band, you better sell out of all of your Bitcoin. Not financial advice. This thing has been right every single time. So if we hit the top band, get out, buy back when we get back below the middle of the band. So this was over in, well, this one back here was 2011. This one back here, up here is 2013. So we go over here to 2018. So we get to the middle band, we get above it. This is when we're really buying. This is when we're buying heavy. Same with back here. We're buying heavy across the middle band. We get to the top. What happens? It's bear market. We go all the way back down. So we come over here. Back here is when I started talking to you guys about it. It was way back here. And we patiently waited all the way through. I remember we got to right here and everybody's freaking out. And I said, nope, all the thumbnails I seen on YouTube this is not bull market cycle time. It's just not. You guys need to wait. We need to be calm. Over here is where I confirmed and said, okay, it's time to start buying. This was a fake out though. This was a fake out. We did get we did get above it. We got 1-2 closing candles above it. We even had 3 closing candles above it, and we still dropped. Where are we at right now at current? At current, we are back at this middle band, you guys. So if we can get back above it, we're almost there. We're just barely above it. We have 2 days and 5 hours left. 2 days, 5 hours left, you guys. We got to get at least to $49,000. A close at $49,000 to $50,000 would be above that middle band. If that happens, get ready for fireworks, y'all, because it's going to start moving, and hopefully this will be the time we get to that top band. Where does that put us if we get to that top band? Let's just hypothetically say, okay, so the next month candle is going to be right here. Let's say it goes up, next month goes up, next month goes up, next month goes up. Let's just say it takes us 4 months from now, 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there. That's $130,000 Bitcoin, you guys. DCA your way Patreon. Yes, and that's awesome. You can go through and pick anything that you want. You could do all of the tiers. You could do a couple of the tiers. It all depends on. Oh, just join the crew. Hell yeah, Crypt Technology. Appreciate you, brother. That is awesome. Appreciate you. Somebody better wrench him up. I don't think I can wrench him because I'm not signed into DCA YouTube. Let me see if I can tag him. I don't know if Mikkel is on it or not. Or maybe Doge Lord could probably wrench you up. I know he has login stuff for that. But I just want you guys to know, with this indicator, we hit that freaking top line. Get out. I would even get out of your alts too. Alts will probably pump quite a bit once we hit that top line and everybody starts taking profit on their Bitcoin. The alts probably will pump because where do profits from Bitcoin go? They go into the altcoins. But they're not going to go in there for long. Okay, they're going to get the nice pump and then the floor is going to fall out from them also, and we will be back into bear market. I would say for a reasonable guesstimation on how much longer this current bull cycle will be, if we get back above that middle line, 4 to 6 months, 8 months tops, and then it's going to be bear market time. You look back in any of the history on Bitcoin, once we get back above that middle line, it's only 3 or 4 months that we actually go up, and then it's bear market cycle. So appreciate you, Doge Lord. He's going to get on and wrench you up, Crypt Technology. So he'll get you taken care of. Really appreciate your support. And hit me up in the Discord and we'll hook you up. Which tier did you join? DCA your way? I don't know what that one comes with exactly, but if you get tools and stuff with that, definitely hit me up and I'll give you everything that comes with it. We'll get you put in the right channels and everything's going to be sweet. This, again, guys, is called the Bitcoin Log Growth Curve Chart. I just made it for DCA Patreons. You can actually go get this other places too, but it will not be set up like this, where the lines are lined out for you, and you're knowing exactly where to look at it. You want to look at this on BLX, and you want to be on the monthly time frame. That's going to be the most accurate for you when you're looking and preparing for price targets. So we could do like we did back here, and as soon as we break that middle band and we close, we just go straight up. And that's very possible that happens. It could happen in the next 2 days and 5 hours. We could get above that band and it could just go straight up. If it went straight up from where it is now, we're looking at $116,000 Bitcoin. I think it's so very possible that we're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin before 2022. It's highly, highly probable that it's going to happen. Take a look at good old Litecoin. Get the growth curves off there. Also, guys, like if you are interested in getting any custom-made tools for yourself, like if you have a certain way that you like to trade and you have certain indicators you like to use, join the Crypto Mentors Discord. Link for that's in the description. That's my own personal one. My partner Astro Park runs it, but he is a coding genius, and he can make you any kind of customized tool that you want. And just to show you a little bit of what he has and what he has made, when you join a premium membership over on the Crypto Mentors Discord, you can get access to all of these tools. And there's tons of them. They all have alarms, so you can get a text message, you can get an email, you can get a pop-up on your screen. We also have bots over there. We do have a trading bot for Binance where you can go in, set the parameters, and it'll trade for you through API on Binance. You can actually pick any one of our tools and have the bot trade against the tools or using the tool. So like let's say you picked the Astro Park VWAP crosses, and you pair that with your bot. So now your bot will buy and sell according to the VWAP crosses when they're bullish and bearish. And them work for any of these. You can do any of these. So we got a sniper scalper, we got stop hunting, super oscillator series. We got tons of them. These are the ones for the DCA Patreons. They have all of these ones. We got, and again, there's alarms for these too. You can get them, so they do pop up in an email, text message, pop up on your screen, whatever you guys want. And we will, turn on the power tool so we can look at that. Daily. Get rid of those lines. We're missing some lines here, but this is the other indicator. Now it is missing the EMA ribbon. It's not loading right now, but this does tell you when to buy and sell. Boom, 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 boom. It picked up a short sale the 26th of August. So you'd have made a decent little amount on that. We are currently sitting right at the 21-day moving average on Litecoin. 4 hours, 47 minutes left. If it closes below that, be looking for the 164. It's almost guaranteed that it's going to go there. It got a huge area of support sitting right down in that area. We're going to say from right here, right there. And that's almost right at the 50-day moving average. So from 164 down to, we'll say it's 150 just because of that 50-day moving average. That's our box of support. We fall down into any part of that box, that's a good time to DCA buy. If you're leverage trading, wait till we get closer to the 50, because that's where all of the support stops, is right at the 50. So Definitely. What up, Daniel Moda? Appreciate you coming. Definitely be watching for that 50-day moving average right around 151, 150. It's pretty damn close into there. We'll go over and look at the weekly. Back to the daily real quick. What I don't like too is the 200 is still up here. The 21 and the 50 got to get back above the 200 for the daily to be bullish, for us to start taking trades off of the daily chart. As of right now, we ain't even looking at the daily chart. It's just not set up right. When assets are super bullish and we're looking for long positions, or when the 200, the red line, is all the way on the bottom, then the middle would be your 50, your blue line, and the very top line you want your purple 21. So right here, how it's set up on the weekly chart, this is how you want your daily to look like: purple, blue, yellow. And you do get this script as well with the Patreon group. That way you don't have to, every time you pull up your chart, set this up. You'll click the indicator script and it'll pull it up for you. It has all the colors set. You know that the purple line's 21 average, you know the blue line's your 50, and you know your 200 is your red. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate that. Join the Patreon group. They're super cheap, 25 bucks, and you get all of them. You get every one of them through DCA Patreon. Now, Crypto Mentors, I think there's a lifetime thing. I think it's $150, and you get every single script for life, and then you get any single new one that's made. And there's new ones made every week. You go look in the Crypto Mentors Discord, you will see Astro Park posting 2 to 3 of them every single week. And he does a lot of updates too. So as TradingView comes out with new tools and they implement better things, then we implement those into our tools and we do the upgrades. And so just because you might get one script today, don't mean that next month from now that script might be 10 times better than it was the first day you got it. He is constantly working. This is what he does for a living. So constantly updating, upgrading, and making the tools better. You better still be here, Goblin. Okay, so let's look at one. Okay, so weekly chart on one. Right now is looking good. As long as we stay above where we are right now. We gotta hold at this 10-cent level. Has to hold. 4 hours, 43 minutes left for the daily and the weekly closing candle. As long as it stays above that 21 weekly, we are in good shape. We do have a bit of support here, but it's not the biggest. Possible cup and handle formation forming. What's a cup and handle? So your cup will start out like this. So imagine this is your cup. Then you're going to get your handle. Okay. And then some squiggly bullshit right here usually happens. And then boom, takes off to the upside. Scrunched in, it looks a lot better. Hardly ever in cryptocurrency do I see cup and handles where it looks like it does in Forex. So in Forex and stocks, it's usually a pretty uniform cup and then take off. Crypto, like I just said, it does this thing and then you get your handle and then you get some squiggly bull crap going on right here and then it takes off. So keep that in mind if you're watching the cup and handle. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. It was a very short notice stream today. I didn't know exactly when I was going to have time. My daughter had a doubleheader softball game, and I literally had Mikkel make me the thumbnail and do everything a half an hour before I went live. So appreciate the people who are here. Normally there would be more people in the chat, but it was a last minute thing. So I'm sure we'll have a lot more people have to watch a replay. We do got resistance right around 9-cent area up to 12. So that's gonna be the area to beat. but I think it's very possible, and it'll be very easy to do that if we can close above this 21 weekly moving average on Harmony. If we flip down to the daily and take a look at the daily, now see the daily setup bearish. We are in a bearish play right here. We are underneath the 21 day, but we do not take into regard the moving averages when they are not set up like they are supposed to be. So since the 50 is below the 200, we're not really looking to trade off that 21 moving average. Is it still acting as resistance? Well, most certainly is. If we're looking left on our chart, we know that this old support over here will be new resistance to the right, and it does line up with the 21-day moving average. So with that being said, you guys, obviously you want to pay attention to it, but not necessarily trade off of it all that much. Harmony did get a death cross right here. This is when the 50-day moving average crosses underneath the 200. This script that I have here for the Patreons has that. It'll show you the cross. It'll say, okay, this is a death cross. It prints the cross there. We did have a bullish cross. 21 crossed over the 200. And see what happened? We were dumping, and then we get the pump. If you wanted to play the breakout trade, which I highly, highly recommend you do, go to your daily chart, draw this trend line on there. Now this is more of a channel than a pennant like I like to trade, but I'll trade these channels too. You can do this several different ways, but this is almost like a broadening wedge. But if we break out to the top and we break out to the upside, you're going to buy. You're going to put your stop loss back inside the channel. If it falls out of the bottom of the channel, you're going to sell, and then you're going to wait to buy back down at the next critical area of support, which is going to be right around that 200-day moving average, anywhere from 0.094 down to the 50 at 0.085. So anywhere right around an 8-9 cent area is going to be where you're wanting to buy. Bitcoin to fill CME gap. Where exactly is the gap at? I mean, I could pull up the CME chart and look, but I know there's a gap still down there, like 3,200 area or something for Bitcoin that never been hit. Oh yeah, that's right. Crypto Technology, you will get to be at the Patreon only live stream tonight. So awesome. Awesome. All kinds of good perks for the Patreons. And that's it. That's where we all get together and we talk about and do what the Patreons want to talk about and do. So if they got mining related stuff they want to talk about, then that's what we do. I'll probably end up charting some coins tonight. But I pretty much know everything there is to know about mining. See, I have a mining rig, so I'm pretty much a professional. Nah, I'm lucky I haven't burnt the freaking house down already. To be honest with you. Actually, I'll show you guys. Let me get you back on OBS so I can see here. You guys see that? Is that... I don't know if it'll focus right. Yeah. That was bad. I'm glad I caught it. Well, damn it, Goblin. Oh, we're gonna have to help you out, not be poor boy. I know that you bought on that 21-week moving average on Bitcoin, right? That was a trade that I specifically knew me and you had talked about that. I said, did you buy? Did you buy? Did you buy? Because if you did, you'd be sitting pretty good right now. What up, Gundy? We'll take a look at the CME crypto world and we'll check where the gap is. What'd you miss, Gundy? No, we just started. You did just miss me showing how I almost burnt my house down with the mining rig. I have a 560 on top here that I have not hooked up yet. Awesome, Goblin. Now we'll slowly get you into using leverage, and then that's where you're going to make the big money. You seriously can take $20 and turn it into $100 in a matter of minutes. It's just a lot more riskier if you don't know what's going on and what all the buttons and the user interface and everything on the exchange is. But that is definitely something we can get into, and I'll start doing more leverage trading videos. I'll do another thing with Bybit, show you guys how to use it, show you the correct way, the proper way to use leverage. Because if you're going in blind and you're going 100x, or you're using cross leverage, you're going to lose everything you got. Everything you got. Thanks, Gundy. Thanks, brother. It's definitely been a learning process, I will say. I've made some mistakes and then figured them out. Right now I'm running Hive OS, and man, did it piss me off. I kept blowing my USB sticks up. F that guy, Bill. Alright, another one I've been wanting to look at is ADA, because it has been kicking some serious ass. And I know my buddy Boss, he really likes it. We got a bullish crossover down here when this 21 crossed over the 50. So this was our, hey, buy. And when we were at a very good point on the chart down here, we were pretty much at the floor, you guys, when we got that crossover. So this would have been a humongous buy signal. And actually, our script said to buy down here. So if you would have bought back when the script said to buy, you'd be doing really good. Our script said to buy back on the 26th of July. So if you'd have bought right around 123, you'd be sitting up here at 292 right now. So I mean, that's a stupid dumb gain on that thing. Now, my daughter lost the first game, 8-5. Son of a bitch. But yeah, and look up here, we do have a double top. Could even say almost a triple top, so be very, very careful of this. 88 does need to cool down a little bit. Where's it going to go when it cools down? It's probably going to struggle and stop a little bit from the area of $2.70 down here to like $2.50. It's probably where it'll bounce around to. I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to trade anything until we actually hit a very big area of support, or we hit one of those moving averages. So if we hit that 21, that's when I'm going to try to buy, right around 232. For anybody in here who don't know how moving averages work, as the weeks, the days, whatever time frame you're looking at move on, so does this line. So just because today it's at 234, don't mean tomorrow that line is going to be at 234. It could be at 237, 238. Keep that in mind when placing trades. If you're doing limit trades and you're setting and forgetting, you may need to go back in the next day or two, readjust a little bit for everything to work out properly. But I would definitely be looking for a cool down. Let's get the DCA oscillator back up here. And see where it's at. So we are in the overbought area. Momentum does look like it's starting to curl back around, but we don't have much momentum. You see there's no orange in this next new part of the wave. So this is a sit on your hands. This is a no trade zone. If you're holding, hold. If you're not holding, I would not suggest to buy right now. Could potentially screw yourself up. I don't know if you guys use Stash. It's a investing platform that you have on mobile, but I've been getting a ton of it's like they'll text you and say come join the party, and you can go join the party and you can click a button and claim parts of stocks. So a couple days ago I got a little bit of Apple, I got a couple Fords, I've done a bunch of different ones. And the other good one, I use a cryptocurrency wallet called Kcash. Now Kcash is pretty much like a DApp. It has a bunch of dApps in it, but it has a thing called Daily Candy, and you can go in there and it'll give you a timer, and it'll count down on the timer, and as soon as the timer goes out, you can hit claim, and you can claim the daily candies. I've been doing this now for like 3 years with Kcash. I've made over $300 in Ethereum. I take every little bit of candy that I get and I move it to this Ethereum. It's like a interest. It's kind of like staking, but not. I move it into this thing where it's paying me interest, and it's been paying me interest every day for 3 years. So I've gotten over $300 so far sitting in there in Ethereum. Not that I'd ever want to move this shit, because it'd probably cost me freaking $4 million to move it out of there. So it's probably, I'm sitting on a brick, but still. Crypt Technology, get the ADA and ADAX both fire till September 12th when the smart contracts start up, would be my guess. Crypto World, so are you saying that September 12th probably be dump day? Because normally, like TRX, Tron, which I've not heard nothing about Tron in for so long, but I remember their mainnet, I'd put thousands of dollars into that, and it was one of my biggest losses. I mean, I got freaking toasted on that. I was so excited. Everybody was so pumped up. And the day of the mainnet was one of the biggest Bitcoin crashes. So I got pretty burned. Literally sitting on a brick, Doge Lord. Well, that's good, Goblin. Your gas on mainnet was not too bad. I actually got to keep most of my earnings. Well, that's badass, because the other day I posted a picture in one of the crypto wallets that I have, and there was like $16 worth of assets, and to move it they wanted $160. Yep, it could be a parabolic day, and we'll definitely look. Right now, did it make it to $3? So close, so close, so close. Let's check the weekly chart. And not very much info on Coinbase, so maybe Binance will have more. Yep, way more. Okay, so on the weekly chart, we are getting into the overbought area, which does not necessarily automatically mean that we're going down. So do not think that. Don't think because we hit this top line, we still got a little bit to go. When it prints the red dot, then we know that it's going to be going down. But for the most part, we'll just wait. We did build some nice support right here, right at that 21-week moving average, and that's at $1.63. So $1.63 is where I'd be looking at to put a humongous buy-in on ADA. And look here again, guys. If you guys were here from earlier, I showed you guys head and shoulders. So there's your shoulder, there's your head, there's your other shoulder. What happened? It went straight up. Did not do what head and shoulders normally do and go down. Now, think of this completely backwards. So when you see an inverse head and shoulders, when you got the shoulder down here, you got the head like that, and you got the other shoulder like that, those are bullish. Those are when they go up. Not in cryptocurrency, people. Most of the time it goes down. So you go on YouTube, you look up head and shoulders, you learn how to use it. You're gonna get fucked up if you automatically assume because you've seen the pattern, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Wait for your confirmation. Be looking. You guys shouldn't even be thinking about trading unless we're by moving average, or we're by a stupid huge area of support, or we're at a stupid huge area of resistance. If none of those three things are going on, shouldn't even be thinking about it. Should be sitting on your hands. It's not worth it. I promise, if you be patient and you wait and you specifically, even if you wrote it down and said, okay, when it does this and this and this, then I'm gonna buy, and you hold true to that plan, You're going to be way better off in the long run, especially when we go into the bull market. But like I said, I am very watching, because I don't think we have very much more time left to go up. 6 to 8 months maybe. So I'm getting stuff ready, so that way at any given second I can offload all of my holdings. And I'm telling you guys, I got so much shit everywhere. I got stuff in DeFi, I got staking, I got stuff loaned, I got accounts to any and everything. I have my hands in a little bit of everything, so it'd take quite a bit to get it all gathered up where I can hit the eject button when I need to. No, Goblin, I was talking about, what the hell were we talking about, where I was pretty much sitting on a brick? I don't know. I was talking earlier about the 560 I have up here in the rig that is not running. I don't have enough cords now because I fried my my power supply. So I'm not using one port on the power supply, and I'm afraid to hook it up to what I have running already. So I either need to upgrade the power supply, or I have a smaller power supply and a newer board, and I finally got a CPU for it. So I'm thinking of just building another rig with just AMD cards. That way I can keep everything separate. I don't know why, but I like the 4 gig cards. They're cheap, they're easy to find. If I blow stuff up and fry everything, it's not like it's not like I just spent $800 on a card and blew it up. Basically, I'm learning. You're good, Goblin. What's up, Uranus? Take a look at Tezos. Some bitch. That is a huge weekly candle, dude. Wow. If it stays full bodied like that, it's gonna make a move. It's gonna go way higher if that candle stays like that. We don't want to see it like this. If we end up getting a big shadow wick right here, that's a big sign of a big chunk of volume was taken out, and it's gonna end up doing this right here, or like it did here. Went straight up and then it's gonna go straight back down. Oscillator, on the other hand, even with that move on a weekly chart, this oscillator barely moved, so it could go a long way. If I'm getting all the information here, which I highly doubt that I am, I can't see anything else over to here. I don't know if the all-time high for Tezos was $8.34, but if it was, this is nothing. That is not really an area of anything. We should blow right through that. So if you're holding this, hell yeah. If you were holding this, you're doing great. We flip down to that daily. We're getting ready to get a bullish cross right here. 21 going to cross over that 200. If we can get the 50 to cross the 200, that'll be a golden cross. It's going to go even more. See, we are hitting this area of resistance here. So we're looking left on our chart. Boom. This is why you guys need to know these little tricks. You look left on your chart. Why are we stopping here? Why are we stopping here? Because we got old support over here. Old support turns into new resistance to the right. Say it 100 times. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I'm going to keep saying it to you. Looking down at the oscillator, we are way overbought. You want to watch for the Patreons. If you have the DCA trading script, wait till this orange line clips off the blue. So as soon as you see this blue wave continue one more click and there's no more orange in there, sell that shit. That means it's going down. It still has not printed the red dot yet. We are overbought, we are overbought, so we have not printed a dot yet. So it's still got momentum. Money flow index wave is really big. Only thing I see bad right now is VWAP. It's the yellow wave. It's behind the green wave, so it's kind of hard to see. It is curling down. When that yellow wave, when VWAP, and this is very important, when VWAP, no. I can't tell, guys. I'm gonna have to redo something here. I don't know if VWAP is up here, if that's money flow wave. Yeah, that's the money flow wave. So VWAP's right here, right around $3 or 3.3. If it's above 0, we're holding the asset. If it goes below 0, you don't want to be holding the asset. So like right here, as soon as you see it even start moving down, you can trade off the wave. So it starts moving down, you get out of the asset. Comes down, what happens? Bounces off the 21-day moving average, goes up for the next run. But if we do not break through this area of resistance, be looking for that retest of old support. That's gonna be right down here at $5.50 down to $5.10. Would be a pretty good buy zone. If shit really gets bad and it really does drop, look for $4.13 would be the lowest I would say that this is going to go right now. But I think, yep. I mean, I could use it, but I just got to, well, for one, I don't have, this is an AM3 socket, so I need an AM3 cooler. I do not have one, so I'm going to have to buy one of those. But as soon as I do that, I had planned on getting this thing running with, I have, I think it's a 450 watt power supply I was going to put on it, and then just run 560s, 580s, whatever on it. I have a buddy that has 4 580 8 gig cards that he wants to trade me for my 3060. I was like, damn, that's, should I do it? That'd be 3 to 1. So I don't know. I might do it. That's pretty damn good. Oh, Serpent Red, what up? Takshini, I think I butchered your name. Appreciate you for coming. Appreciate it very, very much. What was that other? Oh, yeah. ETH. $16 worth of assets. Moved to 160. To move it was $160. And then a couple other wallets. You know, I've been doing this stuff, gaining ETH interest and stuff like that. But basically, like sitting on bricks because I'm not gonna spend more money to move it than it even is worth. It's ludicrous. ADAX is a Cardano coin, which was 60 cents. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's look at ADAX, see if it'll come up. Nothing on the chart for it. Yeah, they don't have anything on TradingView for ADAX. Yeah, Goblin, it was, I posted it there in Discord. I think it was like $16 or $17 that I had in there, and it wanted $160 to move it. That's why I hate Ethereum. I don't do anything Ethereum related. I mean, as much as I go is charting it. That's it. I don't like to trade it. I don't buy it. That's absolutely right, though, Jordan. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet. AVAX. Boom. Let's go down to the daily. Not quite what we want to see. It's almost there for a daily chart. That blue line can get it back above that 200-day moving average. Full bull mode on this asset. Definitely. Perfect doge. This is a long-legged doji candle right here. Normally when you see them at the top of a pump, it reverses. And another doji right there. Definitely be looking for retest of the $40 area. That's a huge area of support, and that's this area right over here. We'll draw you a box in. And look how freaking awesome it lines up with the 21-day moving average. I mean, picture perfect. $33 would be the lowest I would call on this asset on the daily chart for retest. Hopefully it would hit to $41, respect and validate that as support, then it's going to take off to the next leg. And right now it's fighting this little area of resistance, which is not nothing. So if I have all the information here, it should be playing out pretty good. Also, you guys, this is one humongous freaking cup and handle. So you got your cup, you got the start of your handle, and right now we're in the middle of doing the squiggly bull crap before the takeoff to the upside. We do have downward momentum. If you've seen here on the oscillator how the orange wave clipped off the blue, so the orange stops, the blue keeps going, that's when we know to sell. And you go straight up and you see that we did drop quite a bit. We dropped from $60 all the way down to $41. So if you'd have been watching this oscillator, that'd have been a hell of a buy. That's right, Golden Wolf. Buy Bitcoin at cost and hodl it. Go over to a weekly chart. Weekly's doing real good. Not very much information. We got 4 hours and 15 minutes left. We want to see this area, this old resistance. We want to see that validated as support over here. So as long as it don't go below $36, I think we're golden. 4 hours and 14 minutes, you guys, is going to be, that's going to tell you everything that's going to happen for next week, whether we're above or below this 21 weekly moving average. It's one of the biggest moving averages that the big whales are using when they trade. So it's why I'm using it. It's why I say it in every single asset. Every time we're looking at everything, they are so important. And you get these gurus on YouTube that talk about all this crazy stuff, and they got lines and they got shit everywhere. And it's so confusing. They want it to be confusing. They want it to sound hard. They want to make it out to be that if you are not paying them, then you are not going to learn how to trade, or you are not going to make profitable trades. And that's not what we're trying to do at DCA Adventure. The ultimate goal is to get you guys not to rely on me. We want to make you your own signal. I teach you guys how to spot your own trades. I want to show you the rules, the do's and don'ts, and it can be the easiest thing in the world, or it can be the hardest thing in the world. It all depends on what your mindset is. It all depends on how dedicated and everything you are to actually being profitable and doing this right. Take it from somebody who has done everything wrong. Okay, I've done it all. I've crashed and burned. I've blown up several accounts. Like I've done it all. So I know what not to do. I know what to look for. I know what not to look for. And one thing I can be 100% honest about is I don't look at news, and I don't watch nobody else's YouTube channel. I don't, because somebody else's technical analysis could seriously screw mine up the way that I'm doing it for myself. I don't want outside influence wrecking me on other things, making me second guess what I see. And you guys will eventually get like that too. Eventually you will do the same thing where you don't want to hear the news. You don't want to hear what Dick, Tom, and Terry are saying. You're going to respect what you see. And once you get comfortable and you are confident with yourself and with what you're seeing, I'm telling you, it will be a lot more profitable. You don't need me. You don't need Dick, Tom, and Terry. You just need me for the 1 month that I need to show you how to do things profitable, how to do them right, how to use risk management. There's a lot of guys in our Patreon group. They continue to stay in the Patreon group, I would imagine, for the trading signals and stuff. It's not because of what I'm teaching. They're for the most part pretty good. They're making their own trades and they're doing really well. So that's the whole goal. So you get on YouTube and you're seeing these people making all this shit complicated. Don't listen to it. It's all a bunch of noise. and indicators. 90% of the YouTube videos that you watch on indicators are teaching you the wrong way how to use them. And I can almost say 99% of all RSI, MACD, stuff like that, all them videos, most of them are showing you the wrong way. A lot of RSI videos will say, oh, when they cross, when the two lines crosses, that's when you trade. And we'll actually pull it up here so I can give you an example, show you the right way to use RSI. We'll use a dang old stochastic. So when you're using RSI, people say that, okay, well, when the blue line's on top and when the red line's on the bottom, that's when you want to buy. No, that is not. That is not when you want to buy. The only time you ever take a buy off the RSI is when the cross happens and it happens above the 20 line. Right here is bottom line. You get a cross down here, you don't buy. Look, it crossed, and what would have happened? You'd have got the drop, you'd have lost money. Right here it crossed. Yeah, you could have made a wee tiny little bit of money, but that's not over the 20 mark. That's a fake out. You'd have got screwed and you'd have lost money. Here we got the cross. Okay, you could have, if you'd have bought here, you'd have done okay because we made it above the 20. But you don't, you wait. Okay, we get the cross. That's saying, hey, get ready, because it's coming. Once we break that 20 line with the blue and red, then you buy. So you'd have bought right in here and you'd have made that profit. This was your confirmation. Okay, not the freaking cross. The cross was just saying, hey, get ready, it's coming, it's coming. Like here it crossed, you would have bought that and you would have got killed. You'd got killed. You'd have made a little bit of money, but then the floor fell out of it. And we did not get the orange and blue above the 20. You can see it crossed again underneath of itself under 20. You had me at MACD. So definitely, I have videos explaining how to use these indicators, right? And I promise right now, somebody go look up RSI right now and see if it even says what I just said. Don't buy, don't be even looking at none of this until we break that 20 line. These crosses, it'll cross all over the place. It don't mean shit until it's above that 20 line. If you're buying below it, you're gonna get wrecked every time. You need that confirmation. That confirmation is the 20 line. Okay, so anytime we're above that and we got the blue on top, red on bottom, we're pretty good with RSI. But that was just my short little rant of why you need to learn how to do things and use them right, because it'll screw your whole trading account up. And I learned how the right way, because how many times do you think I bought on the cross that was under 20 and got completely wrecked? Quite a few times. MACD is the same way. There's a certain way that you, like a lot of the videos I've seen, will tell you to turn the histogram off. You can leave it on and use it in conjunction, and there's a certain way to use it correctly with your crosses. Again, MACD cross is at a certain level. Just like RSI, you don't just take the trade when it crosses. You got to be at a certain level, and that's your confirmation. Dropping all this free knowledge. That's right, Gundy. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to win, and I'm not trying to get rich off the knowledge that I have. If I was, Patreon would not be $25. It'd be like what other people charge, and charge you $1,000 a month for some of the stuff. Just like I said with the oscillator, there's a version out there just like this. It has a little bit more noise in it. It's got some other shit in there that I have not coded into this one because it's pointless. It's the creator only made that there to make it look like it did all this stuff, when it's confusing and it's very noisy. The simpler, the better. When you see guys on YouTube doing TA and they got lines and they got graphs and they got stuff all over the chart, it's they're just trying to make themselves look like, it makes it look like you need them, because how in the hell are you going to make any sense of all that noise? Here's a nice bull flag on AVAX. This worked out perfectly. So you got your flag post, then you got your bull flag. I'll show you a quick, easy way to measure this. So you could take your flag post and you just measure that. You take it. I don't know why it's getting bigger and smaller. Why the hell is it doing that? It's never got bigger or smaller like that. That is freaking weird. Yeah. I was going to show you how to measure, but it's not letting me measure it. I don't know why the line is doing that. I might need to update some stuff. But normally you could just take the length of your bull flag or your flag post and you can set it on top of the breakout point. And it'll give you a pretty close guesstimate on where it's going to go. Just like the last couple assets we looked at. Huge cup and handle still on this one. So it's got... we all live together, that's right. That's right, Gundy. Oscillator is worth the price alone. It is. It is, and the oscillator is fully customizable too. You can go in here and you can customize anything how you want it. You can change levels, you can change parameters, you can take VWAP off, you can put it on, you can leave buy, sell signals on and off. You can change colors. There's regular buy and sell, there's big buy and sell, there's big short, there's your plots, and you can change all this stuff to your own liking. Same with your inputs. These are all weighted channels, weighted average, weighted over bought, weighted over sold. And this is RSI MF period. Basically, the oscillator, when it prints these overbought, oversold levels, all that is RSI and MACD conditions coded into the background of the oscillator. So that way, it'll tell you overbought, oversold. So I mean, it's definitely useful. It's helped me. I trade with it every single day. Once you guys get your strategy down with using the oscillator, you can absolutely kill it. For instance, I showed you guys the RSI and where to buy at the crossover 20. Right here, where this green dot printed, is right where that RSI was crossed over 20. So that was your confirmation, and then that was your trade. So that's how you can kind of line up your RSI conditions with the oscillator. And once you get all that working together and you understand how it works, I'm telling you guys, you can make some very profitable trades. Trading the daily, weekly, monthly chart, you only got to trade a handful of times a year, and you ain't got to be glued to it, which makes it very nice. Got a 2 week, got a month. Looking very bullish on everything. Let's take a look at Raven coin, since that's what I'm mining. This is what I drew on there last week. We'll go back onto the daily. Okay, I'm going to take off all that noise real quick. Okay, so I drew this pennant breakout trade for you guys last week. So right here, we broke out. If you'd have bought right here at the breakout, boom. You could have taken profit up here. I would have taken profit up here, only because we have 1, 2. It was almost a double top. It was pretty damn close. But as soon as I'd have seen that wick start coming down like that, volume's coming out to get out of it. That was a decent little play. This is no longer valid. Let's see if we can redraw this on here somehow. Make us another valid play. That's right, Gunny. Appreciate you, brother. Smash them likes for our resident trading badass. I appreciate the kind words, my friend. So you can go from the very top part of that wick, and you can stay on wicks. If you stay on wicks, that's not going to be valid. So we really don't have anything quite valid on the top. if we go body to body, we could run this trend line. So this is a valid trend line that I have drawn here. There's nothing closed underneath of it, so everything looks good here. We want this trend line to hold as resistance, and we want to get moved up there. That the daily is not set up how we want, though. Again, we want the 50-day above that 200-day, and then we're going to be sitting pretty. Oscillator showing we are moving down right now with momentum. We do got good support from the left of the chart down to that 200, so down to 12 cents. So I hope it does. I hope it drops all the way to the 50. I wouldn't mind it being back down at 9 cents so I can load the boat again. I've mined over 4,000 of them, and I've bought, I probably got like 8,000 of them sitting in a wallet, so I'm just steadily adding to it. I'm just going to keep adding to it and adding to it. Eventually it's going to explode. Raven, I think, is way undervalued, especially with all of the miners switching to like Ergo and switching to Raven. Re-smash that like Goblin says. Appreciate ya. See what the weekly's talking about. We do got the two moving averages converging on each other. I do not want to see them cross. It would not be good. We do have momentum to the upside, though, and we have a lot of room to go to the upside. So probably expect that cool down, like I said, probably down here at the 21. Down here at the 21 weekly is right around 10 cents. That's freaking perfect. Even if it went down to 8 or 9 cents, that's still a very good buy. I would definitely be buying there. I'll actually probably set some trading bots up at the 21 and the 50. Super good areas to buy. Let's take a look at Ergo, because I know a lot of people have moved to it, and there's no information. See if I can find it somewhere else. There's no good information anywhere on it, so I guess we're not going to chart Ergo because I don't want to say something that will not be good. Still waiting on 20 cents on Raven. Yeah, it would be nice. I wish I'd have sold some of mine back in here. We do start moving back up. The area to beat is going to be right around 17 cents. That's going to give us really from 13 to 18 is going to be the toughest area to beat. This is a pretty good trend line right here. You could consider this a bull flag. This is your flag post. And then this is your flag. Flag posts don't got to be straight up and down. Normally they're sideways or diagonal. The flag itself, it could come almost 3/4 of the way down the flagpole and still be valid. A lot of guys will tell you that if they get more than halfway, they're not valid. That's bullshit. They can go 3/4 of the way and still break to that upside. Keep that in mind when trading bull flags. Again, just because the pattern is there and it looks like what it looks like does not mean it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Crypto does what crypto wants to do. Bitcoin does what Bitcoin wants to do. Just because it's a head and shoulders don't mean it's going down, and just because it's a bull flag don't mean it's going up. We need to have a confirmation, and you need to have other ways to answer yes to the move up, or other ways to answer yes for the move down, whichever way you're trying to trade it. If you can't answer all your own questions, then you should probably not be trading it. Probably shouldn't be trading it. Is there anything else that you guys want to look at before we jump off here? Don't forget, Patreon's about the live stream later tonight. You guys don't want to miss it. And if you're not in the Patreon group, go join it, you guys. That way you can start getting in on these private videos that we do once a month. And you guys can get some of these tools and some of the signals. I mean, really, if you just follow one of my trades, you'll be able to pay for your Patreon every single month for nothing. So you could be doing all this and getting all this for free, really. You pay that $25 and then boom, you know, taking the trades and paying attention will pay for itself. Just like over in Crypto Mentors, you pay $100 over there, you get the lifetime membership. It's 100 or 150, I can't remember. But you know, there's hundreds of tools, there's quite a few different bots. We got all kinds of stuff going on over there, so it's definitely worth it. You know, one time of $150 and you never ever have to pay again, ever. And you get all them tools, you own all of them, they cannot be taken away from you. You'll always have access to all that stuff. So definitely get in there and definitely join Firstrade, you guys. Firstrade is a good opportunity to get free money and learn how to trade it. And those are stocks, it's not crypto. Those are stocks. So you can sign up, you don't deposit anything, you just do what you got to do to get signed up. I've been using them for a while. I do trust them. It is a trusted exchange. I would not be telling you guys about it if it was shady. But you can get some really good stocks for free. And then if you're using your referral link and you're pumping your link out, you'll get free stocks. Like Mikkel signed up under me and I got a Boeing stock, and right now it's over $200. I got a ton of Ford stocks, I got a ton of General Electric, I got all kinds of stuff. So it's definitely worth signing up. You never know, you might get one that's $1,000. I mean, even if you don't want to trade it and you wanted to immediately put it in your bank account, you could do that. They do have instant withdrawals, so it's not like these like Robinhood and Webull and stuff like that where it takes 400 million years to get to your bank account. Or just hodl it. That's right. Yep, I'm hodling my Raven right now just because I feel that it's very undervalued. You know, hell, even a dollar is still very undervalued. I think it's going to be, a lot of miners are going to be using Raven to move their mining rewards and stuff around. It's fast, it's reliable. I think right now is a stupid cheap buy. So I think it's a good asset. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. Savage Mine actually got me liking the Raven coin, and that's why I decided to mine it and all that good stuff. Oh, Red Panda, he is still live stream. Did this 6x 3060 Ti mining rig pay itself off yet? Ah, damn it, Red. I just wish you'd give me just one of them, you know, just one of them rigs. I mean, what does he need all them 3060 Ti's for? He's running out of room. I have all kinds of room. And it's free electric, you know. I could be giving him cuts of that. Yeah, I gotta pay electric or nothing. Unbelievable. Any of you guys got some rigs, you know, you're running out of room, just send them to me. I'll run them for you. Small fee. What up, Mikkel? Alright, guys. If you don't have anything you want me to look at and chart, be sure to tune in tonight, Patreons, for the live stream. And if you're not already signed up, get your butts over there and sign up. You don't want to miss out. Appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend. Hope you have a good week at work next week. Be ready for what the assets are going to do in 3 hours, 52 minutes, and 17 seconds. That is going to tell us what is going to go on. Are we going to be above the 21? Are we going to be below the 21? That's the questions you need to be asking yourself on any of the assets you guys are currently trading. Everything is going to be right around that 21 week, 21 day moving average. So definitely pay attention, keep an eye on it. If we're below it and we close in 3 hours, 51 minutes, sell. If we're above it and we close, buy more. Not financial advice. What was your question, Goblin? I must have missed it. Poopy pants. Yeah, re-ask the question there, goblins, that way. Oh, CME gap. Yep, better look at that real quick. We're going to go all. We're going to go to Bitcoin. Yep, there's a gap right up here at 57,000 to dangle 59,800. And then there's also another gap down here. 34,000. Yeah, 34,000 down to 33,000. So which one's going to get filled first? These little gaps, they've already been filled, so we don't count those. This one needs to be filled. This one needs to be filled. This one needs to be filled. This one is at 26,000 to 24,000. Proof of pants. Hey, you know what? I'm wearing shorts right now. But there is a gap. They do say that 49,000. Yeah, that's the one up here. Or no, let me see here. 49,000. 54,000. Small one right here. They say gaps, usually 99% of them close. Ooh, that's sick. Goblin. Yeah, I've not been following that project after tech lead lied about deploying 1 million of his own money to back the token. He only deployed 50K and then flipped the rest of the bill using his buyers' investors' money. That's sick. No, we're not at one now. Crypto world. Well, if you're looking at this small little gap right here, and technically this has been filled. Now what happens, how these gaps happen, okay, is the end and the start of a trading period. So like Friday night, let's say Friday at 3 o'clock, we'll say 4:30 I think is the time CME closes. So Friday at 4 o'clock, CME futures shuts down, and we were right here. Let's say it was right at 63,900. The rest of the weekend goes on, and all of us smart people who ain't on that centralized bullshit are still trading Bitcoin, and they stopped trading. The centralized guys stopped trading right around 39 or 64,000. The smart people, we kept trading all weekend long, and then Monday rolls back around, and when Monday CME opens up for trading again, price is at 57,245. Normally what happens is the guys that stop trading up here will end up pushing the price back up to there so they can get their sells or their buys or whatever way they're trading in, and then the price will reverse back down to where it originally opened back up where the smart people were trading. It causes these gaps from the end of the day to the open of the next day on the weekend. So Friday it closed to Monday it opened. Them days in there will give you a gap. And normally price goes back down to fill the gap for the guys who were stuck in those buy positions or short positions if they're leverage trading. Most of this is leverage trading, so people would be this is how short squeezes happen. This is how a long squeeze will happen, is all with these gaps. They say 99% of the gaps get closed. When I say closed, that means you got a gap here, price will come up and fully cover the gap area where the end and open of the closing period was. So this gap here technically is still open. We have not closed. Yeah, that's been filled. You can see over here that we actually had a wick that stopped there and then price continued down there. So they were able to fix themselves there. Gap here, there's a small gap here, it's closed from the trading over here. The only one that I see right now that is not closed yet would be this one, from 24,000 to 26,000. This has not been filled. How has it not been filled? We have not had any price action come down and fill the gap. So we want to see, we don't want to see, but to fill the gap, you're going to get candles. And then come back up and do this. So that play covered this gap. See what I mean? We look straight over and they filled it. And that's how you fill a gap. Last Friday's gaps, that would have been, we are looking at the daily, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, and it lines up with that one. And last Friday's gap has been filled. Here's a gap from a couple weeks ago. Let's look at the weekly, might get a little bit better understanding. It'll show gaps bigger. Here's one at 34,000 to 32,000 right in here. That would have been last week's. So correct, crypto world, you are correct. We have one at 34,345 down to 32,920. The only way that gap will be filled is if price comes back down to this and covers it. You guys understand what I'm saying? Not very much more info to the left on the weekly. This was a gap from a long time ago, and it was from 49,000 down to 45,000, and it has officially been closed. This is probably the gap you're talking about, because it is in the 49,500 area. This is technically filled now. It's kind of hard to see that little spacing in there. I don't know why. I know data is delayed, but it should be showing me where the open and closing days were. I'll have to fix that setting. But right here's your gap that you're talking about, I'm pretty sure, because it is in the 49,000. But since we have price coming up, we have filled that space now. That space has been filled. So is price gonna go back down, or are we gonna go back up? Well, we got hours left, you guys. And once it happens, we will know. Got to stay above that 21. It's a must. If we don't, then we're gonna be looking for the drop. It wouldn't surprise me to get a cool off anyway. We have one up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, which is very crazy for Bitcoin to do. It's hardly ever 5-6 weeks in a row without, a few red candles. So hopefully, I'd like to see that nice 20-30% retrace. Them are the best times to trade. Those are the big trades that you want to hammer down on. Not financial advice. But alright, y'all, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Hit me up in the Discord if you guys need anything at all. You do not have to be a Patreon to hit me up in the chat and ask me to look at something for you. You want me to chart a coin, you want me to do anything, seriously, hit me up. I will have no problem helping you out. Like I said, you guys, we want you to win. I don't want you to lose your money. I don't want you to lose your crypto. So do not feel like you're bugging me. It might take me a little bit to get to you. I get 100 gazillion messages every single day. Give me a little bit of time. I will get to you. And definitely get over there and join that Patreon group. Patreons, do not forget the video later tonight. I shall see you guys later. And hopefully I will be on the Tuesday DeFi show. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on that, so need to get back in the groove here. But I love you guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thanks for your support. So are you, Gundy. Appreciate you, brother. And crypto world, we will do a video of nothing but gaps. That's right, those wrenches always get priority messaging. Honest to God on everything, I answer them first. So, appreciate y'all. We'll see you here in a couple of hours.